Sleep tracking has been around for many more years than you think it has been around. Scientists developed this technology called actigraphy, I think about 15 years ago, maybe even longer. It never truly caught on for a variety of reasons in the healthcare environment. But the technology has made a move from healthcare and scientific use to consumer devices. The idea is very simple. The idea is when you are asleep, your body movements are much less. And when you do move, but much less. And the pattern is easily identifiable if you have a device on your wrist or possibly on your ankle, body parts that move more, that will be able to tell you over a period of time that for so many hours you had a lot of body movements and you were awake, and then there came a time when the body movements decreased and there were very few, and if you looked at it on a chart, it would be able to clearly show that you were active during this time and not active during the rest of the time, and that lack of activity is the time that is considered to be your sleep. So based on this technology or the science of these body movements, you could track over a period of time that a person has a tendency to sleep X number of hours a day, or at a certain time of the day, from what time to what time, or they are also taking naps or not. So compared to a person's self-awareness of when they sleep, how much they sleep, how much sleep did they get, which is clearly faulty. Our human perception of the sleep we got is not something that we can really depend on. So objectively, to find out if you are sleeping or when or for how long or what time of the day over a period of time, this kind of technology helps. So when this was built into sleep tracking consumer level devices such as the Fitbit, which has been commonly used for a number of years now, it works. If you follow your trend, you are able to tell if you're getting X number of hours of sleep, or you will be able to recognize that you're really not sleeping long enough, or you tend to sleep at the wrong hours of the day, and you may be able to self-identify and resolve an issue with sleep that you previously didn't recognize existed. So that all works. Now the Apple Watch Series 6 has a built-in system of being able to tell whether you're awake or asleep, in a kind of a sleep tracker. There have been many different apps that you could download for your phone or your watch or your connected device over the last few years that have started offering this information more and more. So what is the problem? The problem is that these apps and devices also tend to offer information that seems not quite authentic, not quite accurate. And that information has to do with, were you in light sleep or deep sleep? Did you have this much REM sleep? Because the only real, true, accurate way of telling whether you were in light or deep sleep or you had REM sleep is to put wires on your head and record your brain activity. That obviously is not happening. And some devices even ask you to just place it at a distance from you while, like on your phone, next to you, and the device will detect whether you're awake or asleep. So some of the implications of what they say or claim that they can do for you, I have serious doubts about that. There is a mat made by a company that you can place under your mattress, and I have used it. and it can reasonably tell that I was in bed or not, but I have not found it to be so accurate to tell whether I was asleep or not. So there is increasing amount of availability of these devices and improving technology that tells us about our sleep. The good part of it is our awareness of how much and how well we're sleeping is increasing because of these devices, so that we can identify if there's a problem and fix it either ourselves or seek help from a professional if that's necessary. All that is good. So, but it has its limitations. It's not medical level 100% accurate kind of technology. It doesn't have to be. It's consumer level technology. But like I said, it is getting better. So then again, things that are in progress that will be possibly coming in the future, technology that has been developed and seems to be reliable enough is about measuring your oxygen levels. And the Apple Watch Series 6 claims to do that, be able to tell your oxygen level. And then also your heart rate, that's important. Heart rate is supposed to dip, your pulse is supposed to slow down while you're sleeping, and that's a really important piece of information. There are people whose pulse rate does not decrease while they're sleeping, and there are certain medical conditions when this happens, and if that's happening, then the risk for major heart events like a heart attack or stroke is much higher for those people. So identifying medical kind of concerns early, because your device that you use every day helped you find it or recognize it, is very helpful. Going back to the accuracy of the information, these devices can tell reliably if these are wearables, you wear it on your wrist, then these devices can tell you relatively accurately when you were awake or asleep. Other information, I'm not willing to say that it is so reliable as of yet. Things, as you know, technology improves really fast, so we'll see. Sleep well.